It's another day and another dilemma. Welcome to today's episode where we go through another Reddit post and give you our 2 cents. As always, we would love to hear from you, so do share your thoughts on today's post in the comments. And if you enjoy our content, please like, subscribe and hit that notification button. Without any further delay, let's get into it.
My girlfriend's sex drive is incredibly low. I'm the polar opposite and I don't know what to do. I'm a 26-year-old male and my girlfriend is 24, and we've been dating for over 2 years. Her sex drive was never all that high to begin with, but it's gotten a whole lot worse over the past year. We've spoken about it. We both acknowledge that there's definitely an issue, but there doesn't seem to be a real solution for it. Lately, most of the time when we do actually have sex, after lots of begging, she'll just lie down and tell me to hurry up and finish because she's not in the mood. I appreciate that she's being thoughtful, but it makes the sex super boring, weird and just unsatisfying. I honestly don't know what we can do to fix this, if it's even possible.
It's the recipe for disaster.
I mean, the fact that he's started begging for sex, that's never going to be. It's never going to be a healthy base for any kind of relationship.
For me, it's not even the begging; it's how she's towards him. She's like, "Hurry up, finish. I'm not in the mood." It's.
I mean, in one way you could say, okay, so she's throwing him a bone by at least sort of allowing him to satisfy himself. But at the same instance, is it really satisfying him? It's a big rejection to have to deal with someone who seems completely not interested in you.
It's not she's not interested. She's not even looking to see what could be the cause of it. Because at the end of it, it's you had a low to begin with and you've gone even lower. So even then, something has happened that you're not even your normal low sex drive. And you're not willing to check, okay, what could be the reason for it? Because obviously he was happy up to there. But now that it's gone even worse.
Look, I think in the long run, there's no easy way to put this, but the relationship is doomed. This kind of relationship is doomed. If you carry on with this girl, then what's going to end up happening is you will eventually go, a few years will go down and you will start to resent her, resent the situation you're in, and perhaps it will force you to find that intimacy elsewhere and that connection elsewhere. It's obvious that, you don't seem to be looking for any kind of casual sex. So what I can say is that it will never work out unless she suddenly develops her libido again. You're obviously not getting your needs met. Part of that need seems to be that you want to be wanted.
For him, he has a high sex drive. Because the same way she turns around and says, I'm not in the mood, I don't fancy it. Guess what? He's the opposite. But for me, what's opposing ideas is the fact that he's saying she's being thoughtful, but then in the middle of it, she's telling him, hurry up, because finish, I'm not in the mood. I'm throwing you a bone, just get over it already. That's not being thoughtful.
I think it's
That's
not...
you being a bitch. It's a bitchy move. Like you're belittling him.
You're making the person feel as horrible as you possibly can, while you're supposedly giving him some kind of bit of comfort.
Yeah, that she's giving him what he wants. But the way she's doing it, it's making the experience so badly, almost to make him not want to ask her anymore. So she's forcing him to not even want to approach her. So she's doing it in such a way, even if it's not intentional, That is what she's doing. And for you, fine, you have a high sex drive. Have your chat. It's important. For you to have a healthy relationship, it's important. If for her it doesn't, then fine, it's a mismatch. And a physical relationship is equally important as the feelings aspect. It's just for you, it's another way of expressing yourself. If you're not going to get that.
I mean, there is no, easy answer to this. You just simply have to move on, because this relationship, as it stands, isn't going to go anywhere. It's just going to build resentment on her part and resentment on your part resentment on her part for having to go through the toll of having to have sex, and resentment on your part for not only not being able to have sex as often as you want, but also the absolute lack of
any emotional connection during it. So you're not going to get what you want anyway, even though
everybody wants to be chased once in a while. Everybody wants to have that feeling of sense of, oh yeah, I'm wanted. And if you're not getting that inside of a relationship, then and it's important to you, then eventually it's gonna hit in a bad way. So you're much, much better off just simply saying, you know what, let's call it what it is. We're just not compatible, and move on.
Yeah, and don't feel guilty about it. It is what it is.
If you liked our content today, please like and subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments.